Next year in Jerusalem. What does that have to do with this week and this week's Torah portion? Hi, this is Rabbi Andy Koren from Temple Emmanuel in Greensboro, North Carolina. Nice to see you again. The last video that I put up, I talked about Lag BaOmer and haircuts, and sure enough, followed through on it. So looking less furry and less fuzzy these days. But I do want to talk about the day on the calendar this week, Thursday, May the 14th, because May the 14th really stands out to us on the civil calendar, less so on the Hebrew calendar, because it was May the 14th in 1948, 78 years ago. It was a Friday, and that was the day on the civil calendar that David Ben-Gurion stood up in the building that used to be the house of the mayor in Tel Aviv, the mayor of Tel Aviv, and he declared Israel's independence. The return of our people to history. We've always been a part of history, but in an active form for the first time in nearly 2,000 years. And that was 78 years ago to the day, May the 14th of 1948. I'm standing here in Temple in front of the wall, which is to the east as you are standing in our sanctuary. This wall is made from Jerusalem quarried limestone, and it is exactly 18 feet tall, 18 being the number in Hebrew numerals, which corresponds to the word for life, chai. I'm sometimes asked about this wall because it has jagged edges to it. You can kind of see that over there. It almost looks like a remnant, if you will, a part of the temple, if you want to use your spiritual imagination, from Jerusalem that was destroyed in the year 70. And it's like pieces of that went all over the place. And again, I'm asking you to imagine with me. And one of those pieces landed here in Greensboro. Instead of us putting it into a museum, what did we do? We built a congregation and a community around it. Next year in Jerusalem, May the 14th this year is also what's known as Jerusalem Day, because it was 59 years ago in 1967 that the city of Jerusalem was reunited. For 19 years, half of the city belonged to the state of Israel, half of the city, including where the old city was, where you would find the Western Wall, where you would find the remnants of that temple, the temple area. That was part of the kingdom of Jordan, the country of Jordan, and Jewish people couldn't go to those places. People who grew up in that city, who were born in that city, like my family in Jerusalem, didn't have access to places that are so religiously and historically important to our people. 59 years ago, that was reunited, and Jerusalem Day is still celebrated up until this time. And I'm putting these out there because history matters and numbers matter. We are entering this Shabbat looking towards the beginning of the book of Numbers. We'll take a census at the beginning and a census at the end, and so many of our stories are included, of our critical story, are included in this moment as we head into the summer. So I want us to think about those dates that count in our lives and the things that we continue to come back to that illuminate the things that we've said for so long. Next year in Jerusalem, well, it was a dream of ours for so long. It's a modern reality. And I'm hoping that we all get a chance to not just mark these moments on the calendar, but also celebrate together about Israel, about Jerusalem, and of course, hopefully together in Israel and Jerusalem sometime soon. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom. We'll see you soon.